works, which I've already yelled at you guys about in here. You definitely don't want to do that in this cast. This cast will come back and burn you. This is a cylinder cast. This cast where I won't even put a money roll on. Got it? We're backtracking a little bit since this is a cast I normally do before your shoulder surgery. So in real life, or your shoulder quiz, sorry, you're going to scoot face down. Put your butt on the edge. There. Butt off. Good. So, same as a coaptation splint. How do you position the patient for that?
They're holding their thumb.
Exactly. That's what they're going to do. You want gravity here. Same as coaptation splint. What's your proximal parameter?
AC.
Very good. 90 degrees. Got it. Very thin on the padding. This is a 50% overlap all the way back up. You're going to treat pretty much mid to distal to proximal third humerus fractures. They could be mid-shaft, they could be spiral, they could be whatever way you can fracture a humerus, you will treat it in this. You will see a lot more of the humeral fracture braces, and you will see this. You got it?
It's easier, more convenient.
This is a one and done cast, too. I get a 50% overlap all the way up. Right here, I'm going to start going up towards the AC joint.
Chris, what would be a reason that they cast this instead of brace?
Compliance.
Okay.
Force compliance.
The other issue is going to be, and then also what I'm not, because I'm trying to answer a question, is I'm going to try to pad the areas that I'm going to mold. So your molds are going to be your medial-lateral epicondyles, just like a Munster cast. And just like a coaptation splint, you're going to watch this thing slide down your arm. From here to here, I have a 50% overlap, and that is it. Okay? Remember, I want a very thin cast. I need glue. This should be a very easy cast for you guys.
Oh, you got him? All right, you got him. You're like, what?
You want 2 to 3 finger breaths from the axilla, angling it way up towards the AC joint. So you're going to watch, you get creases. It's a tricky cast to roll, but it's doable. Now, why use this? Compliance is the big issue here. The other thing is those fracture braces don't necessarily fit everybody. You haven't put enough braces on to really tell that, but as time and time goes on, you're going to find some of these braces that are off the shelf, they fit 90% of the population, but there's 10% that just doesn't fit.
Talking about like a real obese, really skinny.
Exactly. This will be done in fiberglass too, people. Why?
It's lighter.
Lighter. He's doing a great job of holding his arm in the position that he should. And I think I'm going to add one more roll, one more layer to a decent sized arm. But in reality, I may only use just one roll. So I'm putting one arm up here because what happens is, or one hand, what happens is these things are going to start to crease right here and slide down his arm. And I got my medial lateral epicondyle molds, just like a Munster. Now, if this was up to me and I had to have a humeral fracture brace, this is way better. Those fracture braces, people hate them.
They get loose.
They get loose. They constantly have to be adjusted. They're non-forgiving. It's micro foam that's up against the skin or close to the skin. All you have is a piece of stockinette. Now, granted, now that I have this on, he can straighten up. I just put it next to his body. This has to have a collar and cuff on it too.
Did you capture the electron down there? Couldn't tell.
No.
No?
I am not molding the olecranon at all. Just the medial and lateral epicondyles. Get used to working with people that can't move. Got it? Very easy for me to take this cast and put my arm out while I trim the inside of that with a saw. Right? In real life, they ain't doing that. So don't do it. Just like in real life, I'm making you cut these casts off right and left-handed now. You go, oh yeah, still can't cut casts off. Do you know how hard it is for me to sit there and watch you guys cut a cast off? It's ridiculous. I can't take it. I do, but it's just driving me nuts. Has anybody cut a cast off over there yet, Mike?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting old. It just, it's like that wire, it's about ready to snap. Be sure before you cut it too, it's nice and dry. Because it is so thin that it'll break or crease. So just take its time. It takes 3 minutes to dry or get hard. Be a little bit longer than that. Take your time. When you cut this out, the number one thing people do is they cut their mold out because they're used to a Munster. Oh, we'll just cut right up here. No, you're cutting the opposite side. They got to be able to bend their hand up or their arm up too. So again, I'll draw, they only have to be able to get to 90. The biggest problem with this cast is if I draw it way up high, it slides down more. This cast likes to slide down, just like a cylinder. So the higher I go up here, the more it's going to slide down. Even to where I didn't move him at all. He stayed in the same position while I drew that. You guys don't like to change positions. Thank you. Now it's so thin I might be able to just cut it out with a pair of scissors, but I'm going to use a saw instead. You can come over here. Keep his arm down. If you want to get under there, that's what you do. These people are in a lot of pain. They do not like.
They moved around. A lot of these are older ladies.
They're all older ladies.
Yeah. They're in a lot of pain. You don't want to hurt an older lady. It just sucks.
They'll try to help you. They will try to help you and bring their arm out a little bit, and then they'll be they'll be in pain. Believe it or not, if you can get them just to relax, they're in less pain. See, he wants to help me. I keep trying to push his arm back. I might just put a piece of tape. I definitely wouldn't put a money roll. I want it nice and thin. Got it? You put a collar and cuff on him.